My name is Irene, and I'm going to take you to the book of Exodus today. Chapter 4, we'll find Moses talking to God in the middle of the burning bush. In chapter 3, God told Moses, I've heard the cries of my people, and I want you to go rescue them from captivity. I want you to bring them out, take them to the promised land that I promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. God spends the entire chapter in chapter 3, almost the entire chapter, telling Moses, I'll be with you. It's going to be okay. I've got you. Because Moses is like, no, God, I can't speak. I'm not good at this. I think you got the wrong guy. God says, Moses, I've got you. So in chapter 4, actually verse 1, Moses protested again. What if they won't believe me or listen to me? What if they say the Lord never appeared to you? Then the Lord asked him, what is that in your hand? A shepherd's staff, Moses replied. Throw it down on the ground, the Lord told him. So Moses threw down the staff and it turned into a snake. Moses jumped back. Then the Lord told him, reach out and grab its tail. So Moses reached out and grabbed it, and it turned back into a shepherd's staff in his hand. Perform this sign, the Lord told him, and then they will believe that the Lord, the God of their ancestors, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, really has appeared to you. So what I want to point out to you today is that Moses did not have great ability or skill. He did not feel gifted or talented or even like he would be able to perform the task that the Lord gave him. But the thing that was in his hand, this is what God brought attention to. God said, what is that in your hand, Moses? A shepherd's staff. This is what I use every day. I'm a shepherd. I herd sheep. I use a staff. It's nothing special. It's just a shepherd's staff. And God says, I'm going to use that. The thing that's in your hand, that's what I'm going to use to perform signs and wonders and miracles. And people are going to see and know that you have been with the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob because of me working through what's in your hand. And when you choose to obey, like there was a point, where Moses is going, okay, throwing down my shepherd's staff. I have no idea what's happening, but okay, I'll obey. Like, what's there to lose? And God performs a miracle for him right there. It was just simple trust, obedience. There was no grandeur or like a magnificent moment. It was just like Moses in the middle of his doubt, in the middle of thinking and saying, God, I don't think I can do this. God says, what's that in your hand? I'm going to use it. Moses obeys, and he sees a miracle happen right in front of him. And then this is really, really cool in chapter 4 also, but verse 20. Moses takes a greater step of obedience. He loads his wife and sons, puts them on a donkey, and heads back to Egypt to do what God asked him to do, to free the children of Israel. In his hand, he carried the staff of God. This shepherd's staff, this everyday tool that he used for his work, is now called the staff of God. And the only thing that made it different is just the fact that he chose to obey what God asked him to do. He trusted, even though it felt small and insignificant in the moment. Do not underestimate your small and insignificant. Do not underestimate what is in your hand, the things that you do every day, the small thing that feels just mundane and not really special, because God's got plans for it. God's got plans for you. And just a simple step of trust, choose to trust, choose to obey, and watch what God can do with your everyday staff.